try to incentivize yourself to get it done. It needs to be something that is just on your priority list, just like brushing your teeth. It's just like a normal habit to do every single day. Budgeting needs to be a normal weekly habit. Welcome to Moms and Money, where we talk about making money, managing money, and saving money for the women in the household. So, can you guys believe it is the beginning of October already, and we have, a little over 2.5 months until Christmas, and Thanksgiving is like a month and a half away, and it is now time for us to prepare for the holidays financially. We got to get our money right. So I'm going to talk to you about what my process is if you're new here, and how I've adjusted my process because of the rising prices in cost of goods and services right now. So first of all, if you're new here, my name is Gia. Hello. And I love personal finance. I love budgeting. It's like my favorite thing to do. I know, call me a geek. I love numbers. I personally budget with my Excel spreadsheet. I like to budget electronically, and I do a little bit of paper budgeting, but primarily I like to do it electronically. So everything that I explained to you today, you can actually do in Excel, and I have a free Excel template download. The link is in the description box. Also, all of my printables that you see here can be purchased. You can click the link in the description box below to find out where you can find more information about my printables. So what I do is I create sinking funds, something called sinking funds, which I did a whole video explaining sinking funds and how they work. You can tap this eye right here to watch it. But basically it's like little mini savings accounts, for short-term savings accounts that you use for different things that come up throughout the year. So for instance, we have a homeowners association fee that we have to pay every single year. It's the same amount every single year. And instead of just having to come up with that money extra at the time that it's due, we save a little bit every single month for the entire year. And then when it's time to pay that fee, we just pull it out of the sinking fund and pay it, so it doesn't affect our regular monthly budget. Because things like that pop up can really affect your monthly budget if you're not, making more money at that time, or if you're not prepared financially for it. So another thing we use sinking funds for is the holidays. It's a big time that you spend a lot of money on food and gifts or entertaining, and that can really be detrimental to your monthly budget if you don't, an annual budget, if you don't prepare for that. So that's what I like to use the sinking funds for, is to prepare for that financially. So what we like to do is we say we're going to spend this amount on entertaining for the year, and we put a little bit of away for it every single year, so that way when it's time to entertain, that comes out of that sinking fund as opposed to our monthly budget. And so it's the same thing. I have a sinking fund for holiday food and decor, because that comes up and that can be pretty pricey. And with Christmas gifts, we have a separate sinking fund for that, and then we have a separate sinking fund for birthday gifts. So if you haven't saved all year though for the holidays and the food and the gifts and stuff, it is not too late to start right now, girls. Start right now, okay? Putting a little bit away, maybe every single check. Like if you budget by paycheck, you can put certain amounts away, whatever you're comfortable with, to prepare yourself for the Christmas gifts, or buying Christmas gifts, or buying holiday food. Or if you budget by month, you could put a certain amount away for that. I have videos all about how to use these budgeting printables, how I use them. I mean, you could definitely customize it to yourself, and the same with Excel, how to use it in Excel. But I'm here to encourage you, girl, start saving now, okay? I also wanted to tell you that, the price of goods and services has increased. I think everybody has seen how groceries alone has skyrocketed in price. I mean, groceries are so expensive now, so I can only imagine that, like the holiday food, like, when Thanksgiving coming up and everything, how the food is only going to get more expensive, because it traditionally gets a little bit more expensive during that time, but now it's already expensive and it's going to go up even more. So if you have not adjusted your budget for groceries, you probably had to at this point to see the increase in prices, especially if you have a larger family. But if you haven't, I would definitely suggest increasing your sinking fund if you can, to cover the holiday food food and gifts and stuff like that. Another tip that I feel like is really, really helpful is you need to make clear expectations and boundaries, not only for yourself, but for everybody that you spend the holidays with. That includes family, friends, anybody, so that you know that you have to make sure that your financial goals are still, incredibly important. It's still a priority, and you don't want to just go off rail or off track because someone is expecting you to do this, or that you don't have those boundaries set in advance. Like, maybe you're only going to exchange gifts with the children this year, or maybe you can't afford to buy for everybody that you want to afford, because honestly, you guys, in this economic climate, it's very volatile right now. There are some people making tons and tons of money right now, and then some people are not, and some people are jobless, or some people have lost their job, or maybe they don't have anything to fall back on. So if you are one of these people, and I'm going to be making a video after this too, all about how to make extra money for the holidays, because it's definitely possible. I want to encourage you to really, really do that. Even if you have a secure job that you're comfortable with, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make a little bit extra to help you reach your financial goals faster. There has never been an easier time than now to just start. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but you should definitely start. It's so easy to at least get your foot in the door, to start doing it now. It has never been a better time than now. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and, you don't have to use my printables. You can create your own, or you can use a pen and paper, or you can use a planner. You can use a notebook, like this, anything to set your sinking funds up. But what you want to do is you just want to have like your date, what the name of the sinking fund is, the beginning balance. If you're just starting out, it's going to be 0. How much you can add to it. If you need to take anything out, like as you buy things, you have to reduce, the amount that's in your sinking fund. So if you buy little things here and there, and then whatever your ending balance is, and kind of track your sinking funds that way. I know for me, what I've been doing now to prepare for Thanksgiving is I'm starting to buy little non-perishables that I can buy now and stock up on, or that I could freeze. Like I bought some extra butter I can freeze. I bought some extra chicken stock, some Jiffy cornbread mix, just buying it when I see it on sale, or just buying it extra to my groceries and just keeping it in my pantry or my freezer until the holidays. Because like I said, it's such a big hit come November when you're wanting to buy all your stuff for Thanksgiving, and you don't want to just take that hit in November. You want to make sure that you are on track for your financial goals, and you're still putting budgeting, as budgeting needs to be a priority for you. I know not everybody finds budgeting fun. I personally like to do it. I'm just a numbers person, but I know that not everybody does. But try to incentivize yourself to get it done. It needs to be something that is just on your priority list, just like brushing your teeth. It's just like a normal habit to do every single day. Budgeting needs to be a normal weekly habit for you to do. Take a look at where your money's coming in. Take a look at where your money's going. It doesn't have to be something tedious and long and drawn out that you do, once a quarter. If you put in the little bit of time every single week to take a look at your sinking funds, to see, what your ending balance is, actually put the information in there. You don't have to track your receipts, but, log on to your online banking and look at your transactions. Allocate your funds properly, because budgeting can get out of hand. Take a look at your annual budget right now and say, hey, look at my income. Maybe your income has increased over the year. Maybe your expenses has increased over the year, and just make your adjustments as you need, so that like kind of high level how you're doing overall. If you've been hitting your budgeting goals every single month, if you're on target to hit your annual budget this year, maybe it'll surprise you, and you end up making a little bit extra than you had originally budgeted for. So that's why it's really important to stay on top of these things. I know we're staying on top of it, and with our financial goals, we have a big goal of a basement fund this year. I've got to actually fill in more spots because we've saved more since then. We're on track with it, and it feels really good to see yourself working towards your goals and accomplishing them, especially those short-term goals. The long-term goals can seem like they're so far away, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but trust me, if you keep chipping away at it, if you keep at it and keep going, you're going to start seeing those results. So I encourage you to start. Leave a comment down below below and let me know, have you thought about the holidays? Have you start preparing yourself financially for the holidays? We also need to prepare mentally and physically for the holidays too. But I'm actually looking forward to it. I think we can all use some extra joy at this time. You know, I feel like every single time you turn on the TV or look online, it's always something negative. So you can actually use a little holiday joy right now. But have you started thinking about it financially? Have you adjusted your budget at all because of the grocery prices? Leave a comment down below and let's chat about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you can join my YouTube family. Click the subscribe button. Make sure to like this video. It lets me know what type of videos to make for you in the future. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.